Greetings, and welcome to another World of Tanks. This is Dean, or Q2daFace, in his AMX-30B, I think. Or AMX-30, whichever one's the tier 9. He's supported by Drunk Monkey 1 in his GW Tiger, which is it's a tricky artillery piece to play. It's got a very thin firing arc, which means you've got to turn it a lot to fire. However, the enemy's down a Jagdpanzer already, that's nice, and Dean's moving forwards to take a forward spotting position here while he waits for his support to turn up. Now, I'm not sure about this position here, though he does get a nice shot into that Leopard. Yeah, the position he took had no concealment, and looking at a place that did have concealment, I mean, it's fairly close, so he's probably going to spot things. But, teammate, you're coming back to the same place again with a tier 9 arty out there, probably some TDs in the background. And this 110 is now in the way. I'd probably be thinking about relocating at the moment. There's too many tanks right here in the open, and you're driving a squishy French tank. Yeah, I can almost feel the artillery aiming. And there you go. I mean, looking at the mini-map, the town is in trouble. This is where Dean's team's main push is. If I was the arty, this is where I'd be aiming. So, being down here in a squishy, lightly armoured, top tier medium, I wouldn't want to be staying still. That's a nice shot. And there goes the Leopard. Now it's time to put the T-44 down before he can get any help from his friends. Somebody does 29 damage to that 30 with HE. Might have been a 3002D, which is kind of understandable. His AP rounds are never going to go through. That's the danger of auto aim. I'd probably have free aimed that one. But they've got a force advantage down here, don't really need him, and the town is lost. So Dean starts heading back up north again. Relatively equal at the moment. They're winning 5-4, but the enemy tanks are closer to their base than friendly tanks are to the enemy one. It might not look like it, but the enemy tanks have flat ground to traverse, whereas the friendly tanks have got a hill to climb. Somewhere in the middle of that, the enemy artillery even managed to cap one of the enemy tanks. Can't quite see him, but he'll do. And a nice little fire. That's a useful kill. But again, I mean, the enemy artillery's probably busy, but it wouldn't take that long to just pop up 10 feet to the right or left. And here he has a meeting with my favourite pillar. Unlikely to be able to hit that guy behind the embankment. That guy, however, though, not paying attention. And either he didn't get spotted for that, or he hadn't dropped off spotting again. I'm not sure which. But the ELC's down, and somebody's going to need to sort out that T10 before he gets to the artillery. And that T10 is going to cause trouble for me, because it sounds like you're talking about some random tier 10. Oop, there he is. It switches to heat here. I probably wouldn't have done. That 105 is a nice gun. And Drunk Monkey puts a nice shotgun in. Yeah, probably better off firing at the front of the tank rather than the side there, but that was a good shot. However, the push down by the enemy base is getting chewed up. So now that he's defended a friendly base, it's time to go and push the attack on the enemy one. And this is the right way to go. If you can put your enemy under fire from more than one direction, they're not going to be able to angle their armour effectively. And certainly things like that E75, you need to get them so there's not just one way they can face. And this is a good spot to start from. Concealment, lines of sight, and an E75. Didn't get spotted. Nice. Yeah, he was a little angled, but he was firing down on him. I'd have taken that shot. And a little unlucky there that it hit the beak of the thing rather than going into the underplate. Again, that really could have done with being the lead drive wheel. There you go. I'm not sure why he auto-aimed there. I probably wouldn't have done. Auto-aiming can be very useful at times, but that time, all it did was mean that he had to spend longer re-aiming his shot to hit a weak point. And it looks like the remainder of the enemy tanks are down in the ditch, except that artillery. And the first time I watched this, I was waving my arms, because that's a useful kill, but he's on 241 health and driving a squishy French tank, and the artillery's right next to him. And now he's doing something about it. But whoa, you're lucky there, Dean, mate. You could quite easily have been shotgunned. He got spotted poking around the corner there, but didn't spot the Centurion. Can't quite get his gun down on him, but T-54 is going in. Drunk Monkey has a near miss on him. And that Centurion's going to be toast. I probably have stayed up here and tried to sneak a shot at the top of him. But all in all, good game. Top gun, job done.